Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what Spirit has to share. So I'm going to finish out the week with the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck that we made. If you are wanting to purchase this deck, it is in the description box below. So let's see what the messages are as we step into the weekend energies. September is proving to be very, very interesting, very forward-moving, but very revolutionary, clarity, but yet questioning, like everything is in the pot right now for September. I actually find that really interesting. So let's see what Spirit wants to share in the cards here. One more shuffle. Whoop. Ooh. Yeah, they're saying take it. Okay. I had 4 that jumped out. Normally I would put them back, but Spirit said take it. So let's see what we have. Oh, interesting. Okay, so their information, their insights or recommendations for the weekend. First of all, for those of you that, okay, no, I'm going to start with this one. Okay, first card is all is well. So take time to relax. For many of you with this energy that I've been talking about this month and this week so far, Spirit is really encouraging us to relax, to trust that all is well in your world. And that's like your internal world. And if it doesn't feel like all is well in your internal world, what can you do to help honor that? Because that's what's really needed. And when you honor that, you return to that state of all is well, right? So this is really valuable. This would, I would say this would be like the umbrella jumper of it. All is well when you are in line with your energy, when you return to your heart space to check in, to see what's going on. What do you need? How can you honor yourself? And in that, you may need to smudge, and some of you may find you need to smudge or clear your energy routinely. Some people asked, how do you smudge? What is smudge? You can clear your energy in any way that you want, really. So some of the ways you can do that is shining a white light from your heart space. You imagine it shining into every room of your house. I used to do this years ago. Every night before I went to bed, from my bed, I would just imagine this heart energy moving into every space in my house and clearing it. You can also use Palo Santo, which is like a holy wood. You can light that and move around your home or your space to every corner in every room, clearing it with your intention, whatever your intention is. You can also use incense if you want. You can use sage. You can even use certain sprays. There is a smudge spray that we have at Avalon Spirit, created by Kevin Seminyak, who is our modern day shaman. And so he created this mist essentially to help clear your room if you prefer that to smoke. Again, there are many ways you can clean a space, but it's about setting the intention you want in that space, moving around the corners of that space. I do also recommend, if you are clearing your spaces, if you can open up all the windows and doors and let energy, air, freshness move through. Set your intent, cleanse your space, and then you close the doors and it's renewed. So that's a beautiful way to do it. So Spirit is saying you may find you need to smudge. Maybe you need to do this a couple times. Maybe you do your house once, but you do yourself daily. Again, just notice where you feel any kind of stuckness and smudge that, essentially, whatever that may be. Because what that does is it brings you back to a place of all is well. Now, the other thing Spirit is really recommending this weekend is to connect to Gaia. Spend time in nature this weekend if you can. There's a beautiful energy at play right now as we transition seasons for many of us. And this is a time when you can really kind of root into Mother Earth, to Gaia. So helping to stay in this energy or return to this energy of all is well, connecting in with Gaia is going to be really beneficial. And so this card says find balance in nature. And I mean, I couldn't agree more. Nature is one of the most beautiful places for us to recalibrate, recenter, feel refreshed. Even the energy that is emitted by trees that they can now measure scientifically, like frequency. This is where the idea of forest bathing came from, where when you walk through a forest, if you spend time in a forest and you look at the forest and you kind of connect energetically with the forest, you open your heart to it, it can change your energy. Now, if you walk through that forest bare feet even, it can change it so much more. But if you can't be bare feet, if you touch a tree, if you hug a tree, there is an energy exchange that happens that can almost instantaneously shift our frequency. There is so much healing to be found in Gaia. Now, that's not limited to forests, but that can be in open deserts. It can be with the sand. It can be with dirt. It can be with the rocks. It can be a shoreline. It can be the water or a lake or a waterfall. Again, anywhere you can connect with nature. And sometimes even I will connect with my plants that I have potted on my deck. And I'll just spend a moment and talk with them and like hold my hand around their energy and just feel their energy. And that is uplifting. Nature is so incredibly alive for us in the biggest ways and in the smallest ways. So when we connect with it, it can really help harmonize our bodies. So something to consider. And then the last card out that Spirit wanted to say is this Clairaudience card, which says, listen to Spirit. So for many of you, I would imagine there will be different songs, different sounds, different kind of knowings that come into your mind in a way where it feels like you're listening to something, whether it's your voice, somebody else's voice, but again, through songs, through commercials, through conversations you overhear. There are ways in which Spirit wishes to communicate that may very well arrive as clairaudience. Because if I remember correctly, yesterday we had, the echo card where Spirit was like, there's messages coming in, messages, repeated messages. Many of those are going to come in the form of clairaudience. So consider how you are hearing Spirit. Again, that could be in dream state too. You hear them talking to you. But right now, within all of that, within these things, the clearing, the grounding, the communication, trust that all is well. And when you return to that heart space and you continue to recalibrate, to use your discernment for you, you stand in your power. And when you stand in your power, all is well. Because you can set a boundary when you need. You can be vulnerable when you need. You can put compassionate energy out for self or others when you need. That's because you're honoring self. So that is the beautiful energy we have this weekend as we step into these beautiful transitionary energies in seasons. But Spirit's also saying while embracing the new, because we are in very much new frequency, new energy, forward movement. And this is a really positive thing. So I will leave that with all of you for now. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy it. Live it up. Check out the podcast on Monday. And I will see you all then. Have a beautiful weekend.